That's insane.
Hey, everybody. Y'all could only see what was just happening right before he hit the live. I just heard crash, bang, bang.
No, God, if it happens again, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Oh, my God.
Calm down, sir.
Oh, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. So, a guitar that I've been working on for about a week, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to go sit down in the chair wheel, that I don't even fucking know how. Okay, if I wanted to roll over a cable and catch it in the fucking wheel and twist it up to save my life from going off the side of a building, it couldn't happen. It couldn't happen. Okay? But I've been working on a guitar for a week, and what the hell? Let me see.
Yeah, you better check. Somebody has an emergency. Needs to talk to you right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that. But a guitar I've been working on for for a week, and got it all perfect and stuff, and sat down for this show, wrapped my headphones around the handle as I'm sitting down, which almost trips me, and then I sat down, the chair grabs the cable to the guitar I've been working on for a week and slams it to the ground. Slams it to the ground.
In the back of your Dracula?
Yeah, I'm so pissed. Let's see if it broke something. Because
well,
I
hey,
mean,
why don't I? Why?
what?
While you're,
What? Yeah. Why not? Why not stop me from looking at it?
No.
Yeah,
Why don't? While you're looking at stuff, why don't I tell
Thank
everybody
you,
hello?
Okay, tell you burn it down.
So look at your.
Yes, do that.
Okay. Go. Okay. So hello, Birdfinger. Hello, Camellia. Hello, Dogpaw. Hello, Frank Terzo. Hello, Dustin. Pookie. Let's see, Edward, I think I saw, and Chris, which is CD Nelson, and hey, Town X, thanks for being here. Let's see, hey, Jeremy, which is Strings and Pucks, and hello to all the lurkers. Hey, Jackie Sins, hey, Boomer, to anybody that's not usually here or that's lurking that's not usually here, this isn't always this way. Sometimes, but not always this way.
What?
All the screaming and cussing.
Right, no.
Hello, Poison Whales. I'm still telling people hello.
Okay, well, that's...
Try to woosaw.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is going on? I'm trying to see. Wait. Jay, Mr. Reported is one of my... Oh, you wrote that.
Yes. There's Wes. Did you say hi to Wes? See Wes change his
Hey,
channel?
Rascally Rabbit. Hang on. I'm getting there.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Hello, Wes. Did I see Wes did what?
Change the name of his channel.
Oh, no, I did not see that.
It's called to Wes.
Oh.
I kind of like that because you know what? I remember, even though I know his name is Wes, there were some times when I wanted to call him Rich, and
so it makes it less confusing.
And I kind of know his name, so I'm like, okay, now what the hell?
Hello, David. Wake up, David.
Well, you know what happened, Sunshine?
What? Hey, Louie.
Well, the string broke. Because I can fix it. But it's going to be okay.
It'll be fine.
Are you through saying hello, or
hello,
we got
Melissa.
another 2 hours of that?
I think I got everybody. If I missed you, let me know. But I think I got everybody.
I got to show everybody my new guitar.
Okay, do it, lady.
Okay. Listen, now we're gonna still be able to hear you, okay, Sunshine? But look here, Sunshine, say hello. Yes.
Okay, I'm muting so you can talk.
Oh, no, God! Oh, my God. It wasn't that hard, was it? Unmute.
No, just do what you
No,
were doing.
no, honey, sweetheart. I actually said, don't do what you just did. It's gonna be fine, okay? You can talkie.
Hey, Anon Mouse.
When I'm full screen, you can still talk, okay? I just got. Can you just give me a minute, without, because I know you. If we go mute, I will
Yes,
be
I will
looking
give
for
you
you.
a minute as long as you need.
Okay,
You take the whole show.
don't mute. No, that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. Okay, yay! All right. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. God, I know you're gonna do it. All right. This right here is the PV 100 sunshine. Do you see that?
I do.
And that is not a sticker. That is painted in there with green fluorescent, and I put new keys on it. I broke the string right before the show. I also body slammed it to the floor right before the show.
You were just testing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, testing it. And you can see where I did the green pickups and the green accents on the Floyd. Oh, look, what is that? Look, green switch. Wow, woo. Look at that. And green
Pretty.
on the knobs. You see the green on the knobs?
I think it's very pretty. Yes.
Yes, it's yeah. And Chris works on guitars. So
Beth.
what I did, Sunshine, is I still haven't figured out what this body is. I'm pretty sure. I think it's an Ibanez 540. I think the neck was a Kramer. I do know that when I got this, it was destroyed pretty bad. It wasn't really destroyed. It was playable, but it didn't have, like, I put new keys on.
It does look glow in the dark, Beth.
It is glow in the dark.
It is? Oh, cool.
Yes, that's right. That is correct, Beth. It is glow in the dark. And the thing is the whole studio here, because I have blacklight posters all over the place. There's black lights in here, and when I turn out the lights, the guitar actually glows even more.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it plays the last song on the album, Sunshine. The last two songs on the album was played with this guitar before I
Finished it.
Yep. Well, I pulled it to pieces, and it was playing good. The guy had it playing good, but I mean, it was very ununiform. It was in the frame.
Edward said St. Patrick's guitar.
Yeah, and it was in a. Let's just say that it was in a form that you wouldn't have thought that the guitar, the neck, you could tell the neck, in no way, form or fashion, came with the body. And the Floyd Rose did not come with this body. The Floyd Rose was routed into this guitar. I dropped some neoprene, little foamy neoprene in there, so that it would, so it'd be all like, my brother's telling me that I need to get a radioactive sticker.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
A green and black radioactive sticker.
Yeah.
But it's the PV100. And I actually went into a gentleman this morning and said, check this out. It's the PV100. And he said, you spelt PV wrong.
He thought you meant like PEAVY, PV.
Yeah, like my PV amps and PV guitars and stuff, right? And I'm like, no. I
mean, look, if you don't know who you are, which he
that.
doesn't really understand who you are.
Well, I did that. I said,
then
said,
that's why,
I said, what do they call me online? He's like, pole vault. And I'm like, pole P default v PV. Oh, wow. I saw what you did there, man.
In that moment when you clean your reading glasses and you're like, oh my God, I can see.
Right.
I could not see it all before. It's crazy.
Sunshine,
What?
we have had one heck of 2 days. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Property taxes in Dallas County. Most of Texas has laws against raising taxes 3 years in a row. Dallas County is like, we're not going to do what the rest of Texas is doing. So that means Dallas County has the highest taxes in Texas. Then we live in a city inside of Dallas County that has the highest taxes inside of Dallas County. We have the highest taxes in Texas. And I don't know if this means a lot to anybody, but did you know, Sunshine, we are going to be paying nearly $1,500 for just property taxes and home insurance.
So what he's saying is they raised us $1,000 more than what we were already paying.
Yeah. So I was really bummed out.
Starting next month.
I was really bummed out about that, and I'm going to be really, really general on the next part. But I was very, very depressed and down about that because it's going to change. Think about it. If someone asked you for an extra $1,000 a month, I don't know how much y'all make
Every month.
But that really hurts me in Sunshine. That's like a new low-end Kia a year or something, you know. Well, I don't know what I think they got a $12,000 Nissan now. Or
I mean,
something.
you're driving a 2003 truck.
Right.
You know,
it has been doing that for a little while, Bird. And the thing is well, and someone told me, well, move the hell out of Dallas County. One thing,
but we've lived here for,
well,
30
one
years,
thing, one thing about me and Sunshine, which will probably amaze a lot of people. Okay, when it comes around for election time, they court us. They come court us because we have. This is going to really freak you out, but we have kind of an influence in our neighborhood, in our whole district. We have kind of an influence because we talk to a lot of people, and my thing is I don't even care who's in there. We have the highest taxes in Texas. I don't care who they are. I'm done with that. But here's the thing. The next day we find out that Sunshine may have a lost inheritance that we didn't know about. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But it's kind of weird how life keeps giving you some cheese. Wow, Camellia pays $600 a week rent. And that's one of the cheaper rentals. It is getting, you know what, Deep Burrito? It could happen. Hey, Sunshine.
What?
Do you think I'd have a hard time becoming the mayor of Garland?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And all I would say is, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah. You know what? You're going to pay $2,500 a year in school taxes? Hey, here's one. Maybe some of the kids that are graduating from the schools could read. You know, Sunshine, I could understand if we had just scholastic, just super duper intelligent students coming out of these schools. But at our schools, you know, it's more of a gang fight than reading and writing. Reading and writing and gang fighting. Hey, there's a song to be had there, sunshine.
There you go.
But but the thing is life is just like cheese on the rat trap. Right when you're like, oh, I
Yeah, not
can't do this
1,000 a year,
anymore.
Virginia. It's 1,000 every month extra.
Yeah, so $12,000 a year extra. Just burn it, light it on fire.
Yep. For no reason. No reason.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
not
you're
like we. It's not like we made. Sometimes they can say, "Oh, like you made home improvements." Like there's some reason that your property value has increased, or they may say something like, "No, no, that has not happened at
Oh,
all."
wouldn't it be
Here,
great? Wouldn't it be great if they said, "Hey, listen, there's no more like shootings over there in your neighborhood. We've upped the like police department. We've done everything and all this great stuff." I think one of the things that they did was put in a splash pad. No, thank you.
But you know what? I want to say something on
Right.
on a positive note because we
You know what you could say on a
we got to throw
positive
in some
note.
positive energy.
No, I did. I said that you're coming into an inheritance. So
Well,
that
it's small. That you make it sound like that. You make it sound really big. It's small.
yeah,
But
we don't.
But hey, but we'll take
I'm
what
gonna
we
say
can get.
it is small, but we don't know about the land issue.
I
We
don't know. I've been.
well, we don't. Well, I don't want to get jazzed up, but I don't want to just take it out of the cells.
But anyway, but like I said, anything's better than nothing. So, but what I was gonna say though is we had a pretty good before all this madness happened.
Drink sun sunshine.
Before, before all this happened, we had a pretty good weekend. We went to the lake and we saw some fireworks. Had a really good spot, and even though it was super hot, but it's Texas, you could just see like on the skyline, you could just see like massive amount of fireworks going off, different shows and stuff. So that was pretty cool, and we got to hang out with the daughter and her new boyfriend and meet him. And Paul Vault didn't throw him in the lake yet.
Yeah, this is true right here.
But
Texas has no income tax, so they hit you with property tax. But here's the thing: is everybody that ever runs in, I don't care what party they're. Is this correct? This not to make it political, but no matter what party it is, they always say, "I'm going to do something about them property taxes." I just didn't think they meant make them go higher. You know.
Well, I mean, yeah, people do promise a lot of things. I'll just say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
On
Well,
both sides. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's always property tax, sunshine, no matter who it is. It's always property tax. I'm going to do something about that property tax. Just vote for me. I don't care. I'm a freaking space alien, or I'm a freaking Satan. Vote for me. And everybody's like, well, I really don't like Satan, and I kind of have a problem with the space alien being our mayor or something. But lower property taxes, you got my vote, sir. And it's just like, bam, take it.
But hopefully the small inheritance will keep us from losing our house for a couple months. At least there's that. Because all that money will go straight to keeping us in a home, so we don't.
Yeah,
so we're not homeless.
Well, yeah, I've thought about the thought is we like this house. We've been here for 30 years, right, or 20 or something. I don't know, long time.
30 years.
And here's the thing, I'd like to stay here, but and the reason why is I need a backyard and a shed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like having a backyard, don't you?
I have chickens.
Well, I mean, here's
Where would
the
I
thing.
put my chickens if I didn't have a backyard?
Here's the thing: we could get some land, but a lot around here, there's places that sell for cheaper than our house is worth, because we have a 4-bedroom. We used to have a lot of the kids, now we have 0. But the thing is all the new houses they're building have back and front. Have you seen the back and front yards? I mean, the backyard is like a patio,
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
and the front yard is the street.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And
Probably because
me,
you know what I think. I think it's this is probably going to sound conspiracy, and it probably is. But I think it's because they don't want you to have a garden. They don't want you to be able to grow a garden or do anything really productive out there. So they don't want you to have a shed and build things and have fun and live life.
Birdfinger says Louisiana has every tax. I own nothing, make very little. They take from me. Yeah. You know. But it'll be. Yeah. I'm leveling my forest behind. Now I think Dog Paw lives. I'm not sure, but I think I know what area he lives in, and the taxes are really nice there. I believe the county he lives in has some of the lowest taxes in Texas, which is so freaking crazy. Sunshine.
He's
You
kind
can
of
go.
east, right?
I think
little
he's.
bit.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
down toward the land in
Like
between
Quinlan?
here and yeah, right out
Yeah.
that way, Blackland, Quinlan area, and they really have surprisingly good tax rates out there. I think
Hey,
Sonic lives in Texas too. Hey, Sunshine.
What?
Did you see that I released the album to the top fans? It say
Well,
top
you told me
fans?
that, but no, I haven't really been. I haven't really been on the internet much.
And
today,
it
so.
would be really good if you would go over there and say
I know I haven't been online much
thank you to the people. I got a hold of that goofball Duffy. Duffy is on this album. He needs to get over there and say thank you to everybody. The album is not released, but it is out on something that YouTube calls Top Fans or something. And that is a rough cut of the album. And oh God, Pokey. God. Oh. Oh. God. Pookie. Like I said, when Pookie gets like $10, I'm like, it's like the staff is giving you money. It doesn't feel right. I feel dirty, you know. And thank you, Camellia. And I will tell you about this album.
Pookie said, "What?"
I will tell you about this album that we've done here, Sunshine.
That would distract me too, Chris.
What has this album started out to not be lighthearted, but it was going to be a deep dive on AI and its effects on us and our addiction to technology. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about everybody. Okay? You tell everybody, hey, everybody, give up your phone today and we'll all be okay. Nobody would do it.
Right.
Okay? So this will.
Well, and they've created a society where you can't really even, I mean, with work and everything. And work, not just work, they've made it with, just, you need it for everything.
Well, you can
Even
drop a
order
link. You
food
can
and-
drop a link, Camellia. I don't know if everybody can go, but I bet everybody in this chat can probably go. Calling nobody. It was something that I was going to put it to members, okay? But do you remember what was happening to me last night? I was getting copyright situations from the video. Because the video is an old movie. But I like scrambled the movie and put it to where it was in negative, the negative of it, and scrambled it and all this. And they were like, no, this movie's copywritten. I'm like, ah. And then it said, don't you do it again. And then I did it and put it in private. And they said, put it in private to make sure it's going to be okay. I put it in private and they were like, no, you can't do it. So then I went and hey Rachel, beep beep.
Hey, Rachel.
So then I went and I mirrored it up to down, mirrored it side to side, and I'm like, okay, Sunshine. All I wanted was some filler video,
Something to play the music to, yeah.
right, for an hour.
Yeah.
The album is like right a little over 50 minutes long, almost 1 hour long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm really liking it, but I will tell you this, and don't want to get off on a depressing stint, but we were writing this album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you knew going in on the album, because and you're part of Pole Vault, which she will never admit, even though she totally wrote one of the songs, and totally did the lyrics
I wrote
on
more
it.
than one of the songs.
No, on this album.
Oh, well, yeah.
And you sung on nearly every song on the album. But anyways, so what I was saying, I had this vision of the way the album was going to go, and I still did all the way through. Okay, how the feel and the vibe, because I mean, at one point I was like, I told everybody I need a slide guitar, and I was like, I don't know why, but after the last song, I want a slide guitar to come in on the next song. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and play. I got to figure out a way to make sure that this album plays in order.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't, like DistroKid and a bunch of them will yeah, Rachel and them did a great performance on Gmail. I've seen it since then, but I wanted to have a flow, Sunshine. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so the songs had to come in one after another, and here's the thing I've been like trying not to say, but we had two close friends die, is pass away better, and
Anyway, just keep going.
and our dog passed away. Okay, during the making of this album, which in turn made me really put my guts into the album. I mean, I feel I really got out some raw emotions and feelings, and even though it was geared toward another subject, you could feel, and you know, everybody deals with things differently, but
Right.
I had like the darkness on me, you know.
Yeah. Right.
And so that is one of the things that guided the feel of the album, and which is kind of a, you know, like I wouldn't say. Would you say the album's depressing?
I mean, I would say most of pole vault music is depressing.
Hey, hey! I just
I mean,
felt
it's
like,
dark. I don't know what you. It's not like it's all happy-go-lucky. I mean, you have a few. You could probably count them on one hand. You know, that's like funny, or you know, you want to dance or whatever. I mean, like, you know, the hey, I want to shit my pants, and like, you know,
what'd you say?
Spider hippopotamus, and like, you have a few songs that are like that, but most of your songs are depressing.
Well, one of Camille's favorite songs is "Doing It Wrong."
Yeah, but like I said, the regular pole vault songs, not the, what do you call the other ones? The ones that you put on the side.
It's canon.
No, you have a name.
No entry.
No entry. So I'm not referring to the no entry music. I'm talking about your regular pole vault music is depressing.
Sunshine, I got nearly 4 albums of no entry.
Yeah. Well, how many albums you got of the pole vault stuff?
Well, got 4 albums. 4 albums, and the no entry stuff means that it has nothing to do with pole vault. It's
So that
like,
means it can be silly, funny, whatever. It can be whatever.
yeah,
But,
it can be
it's not
whatever.
following the storyline. But
Okay, there's 4 of those. Okay, then there's 2 insomnias.
wait, listen. How many total do you have
This will be the 20th with pole vault.
altogether?
What?
With under your pole vault name?
Under
altogether?
pole vault, this will be the 20th one.
20. So that means you have 16. You said you had 4 no entry. Yes, you have 16 depressing
Well,
albums.
two insomnia, two insomnia. The two
Oh my gosh. Okay, 14. That's still okay. Okay, I'll give you that. So 14 out of 20 albums are depressing.
Well, I don't know if you call them depressing. I guess they're depressing. I don't know. So it's a story. And hey, and listen here. I hate to say this, but I really wanted. That I wanted to make a movie out of all the pole vault albums
I know.
because they go together as a story.
Shoot, with AI, it'd be easy to do now.
That's what I'm saying. As far as AI goes and keeps on going, soon I should be able to drop all the albums into AI and it write out a movie. I really wanted the movie to be picked up by some college kids and they'll make a movie out of it or something. But yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. I remember back in they used to have college kids were looking for a story or something to like do.
Yeah.
But nowadays
now,
they're like,
yeah, it's all.
yeah, they're busy AI in it too. So, uh, yeah, I'm on. Yeah.
Uh-oh, Christina.
It's, but it's the whole deal is and speaking of AI, I heard those jerks over there. Did you know what they did to Lead Leopard today?
Ooh.
YouTube.
Wait. Oh, you said those jerks. I didn't know which jerks you were talking
Well,
about.
I think it's Def Zeppelin that's giving me problems. Def Zeppelin may be giving me problems. They will not list. They can't get mad at Lead Leopard. They want to. If you look up Lead Leopard, you cannot find it. And I guess you could know the usual suspects of who it pulls up, right?
It's kind of like well, even looking for you is hard. Like we type in just pole vault, it's hard to find you.
Def Zepp always gave way to go problems. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Def Zeppelin. But I don't know. I'm probably gonna throw the rag in. I don't know, man. It's stupid. I subbed Lead Leopard. It's in the feed now. But yes, it's hard to search. Yeah, the thing is today Lead Leopard had a new song out called Missionary Style.
You know who I have a hard time finding sometimes?
Pole
Emperism.
vault.
Emperism.
Oh yeah, right.
I tried typing it because Emperism. I was going to go to his channel, and I could not
Like
find it for
Wild
the
Rice.
freaking life of me. And I was like, "Am I misspelling it?" I'm like, "Change the spelling," and it wouldn't pull it up.
Lead Leopard. You can't find Lead Leopard. It's and but it is a parody of everything. I hate to say it, and I don't even know why I'm doing it, Sunshine, because I think I'm an idiot. What is that song by Nirvana? I think I'm dumb. I think I'm dumb. Maybe I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't know what it's. Yeah, I know.
But Lead Leopard is one of the dumbest damn things I've ever done in my life, I think. No, I've done some real dumb shit.
You've done some pretty dumb things.
Yeah, right. But it is
It's
really,
on the list somewhere.
it is really because it is I'm representing it and I'm doing that, right? But it's everything I don't like wrapped up into one, and I think, what do I not like? And I was just like, one of the things I used to didn't like was every band back in the 80s and 90s, Sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
was just pornographic. But we
Yeah.
didn't know it. We didn't know it. I had no idea. You know, AC/DC giving the dog a bone. I mean, freaking AC/DC was so nasty. And then, you know, Led Zeppelin, you squeeze the lemon till the juice runs down my leg. I don't think he's talking about lemonade. Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me, and everything was so,
I can't tell you
so
how many songs
not
that I
good.
used to listen to when I was young, like really, really young, that I had no idea the sexual meaning behind any of it. You know, you would just be like
Fred
dancing
Zepp,
around when you're like in like
Fred
elementary
Leppard,
school, you know,
Fred
um,
Nugent.
like that, you know, like that old song, looking for some hot stuff, you know, stuff like that, you know. And I mean, as a kid, you're just dancing around like singing this song, and I didn't like I wouldn't never even thought about what it meant at the time,
Well,
you
and
know.
the thing was, and then, you know, the thing is, and it's okay for everybody, but I'm just not a real big fan of, you know, AI music, and and so I make AI music about overly sexualized situations and a hair metal band that's too good and too big to talk to anybody. And guess what? Their
Kind of like
favorite,
Steel Panther,
exactly like Steel Panther, but AI.
right?
Okay,
So it's like an AI Steel Panther, kind of, sort of, in a way.
exactly. But Def, I mean Led
Can't even
Leopard,
say
Led Leopard. Guess what their favorite thing is?
what.
Chicks. You
All
think
right,
it's chicks? No.
what?
You think it's drugs? They do like dirt weed. They have songs about all they need is some dirt weed and six
What?
strings. Transams.
Mm.
They love Transams. Sunshine, you know Transams get you hot. Hey, Hubs. You know
Hey,
what?
Hubs.
You know what? You know what? You know what's really hot?
What?
A Trans Am with a T-top. And you know what? It's just not a regular Trans Am. They like the black Trans Ams with the gold eagle on the hood and the blower. Okay? That's the real Trans Am.
Dogpaw said I wrote a song called Def Lead Motley Van Maiden.
Uh, I wrote one called Sexy Bang Bang. A lot of people here have heard Sexy Bang Bang.
You know, I
Uh,
would say, you know what, Pole Vault,
no.
I hate to even admit this,
Mm.
but if it wasn't AI, I would probably like that song.
Well,
If it wasn't AI, but I don't like
I've
AI, so
discussed this. I had one of my old guitarists call me. Hey, Ted.
hey Ted,
I had one of my old guitarists actually call me up and go, "Hey, dude, you didn't just waste that badass song on stupidity, did you?" And I'm like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" He's like, "Sexy Bang Bang is hot." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Sexy Bang Bang is a good song, and you're goofing off with it." And you know what? Though I don't give a darn. I will take that. Sexy Bang Bang. I bet you know who I bet I could take that to.
who could you take that to?
Who do you think could make a sexy Bang Bang song?
Duffy Helm?
That's right, Duffy Helm. And me and Duffy Helm, we're going to work on a project. And matter of fact, I was talking to him today. So I'm probably going to help him with some, cause you know he plays
Oh,
local,
yeah, Birdfinger's saying y'all could still play the song without AI.
right? That I don't give a damn. I will lose my mind. I didn't know that "Sexy Bang Bang" was going to be such a hit, and also
Who do you know that sounds like Quiet Riot?
Duffy Helm.
You think he would sound like that?
He sounds like Quiet Right.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm. Maybe he could sing it.
I cannot sing like Quite Right. I do not know anyone. You know who I think? The only one I really think in the community, and someone's going to be like, "You, I can't believe you didn't pick this person." But the only one I think that could pull off a Quite Right sound is, who do you think in the community would come closest to doing it?
Hubs?
Uh, Hubs probably could come close to doing it, but he's a little bit more bassier.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's got a higher voice.
But I'm saying, Kid Kane.
Or you know what? I was just thinking. I bet Coldacre could pull it off.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got a high.
Yeah,
higher
you're
voice.
right. And then we're forgetting the obvious.
Chris Lane.
Jade Starr can do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think about Chris Lane. I just don't know. But once again, Chris Lane now. Chris Lane's high. I don't know if he could hit that mid right up under
Right.
the high level.
Right.
Quite Right is a pretty unique sound,
I'm just not sure if Jade would do that particular song.
They're saying JDL also.
Oh.
I just, come on, come on, feel the noise. I could probably falsetto it out in a studio situation, maybe. Affect it and pull it back through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Quite Right. Awesome. Yeah. I love Quite Right. Did you know, Sunshine? And I know you do know. I said awful things to Quite Right.
Yes.
One day, I heard they were coming through. I really feel like apologizing to them.
Is he? I hate to say it, but is he still around?
No, the singer's gone, but I think they're still
He's
touring.
the one that you said that to, right?
No.
Oh, I was thinking it was the singer.
Nope. I said it to the guitar player.
Oh, okay.
God. And I was so drunk and stoned. I didn't even
And
know I
young.
was saying, and I was young. I didn't even know I was saying,
How old were you approximately?
I was 22 years old.
Okay.
I was 22 years old, and I went to the guitar player from Quite Right, and me and him were smoking weed out in the parking lot of this place called The Basement. And I'm going to tell you, and you know this, Sunshine, The Basement had freaking hardcore rock stars going through all the time.
Just a baby.
Oh no, they were good. Rudy Sarzo, he's one of the best bass players. He's solid. But I'm gonna tell you, I was so I was out there talking to the guitar player and we're smoking weed, and I was like, dude, man, I came and seen you when you played like this big stadium, dude, on Mental Health. And now I'm watching you in the basement. What's that like to just fall so far? And homeboy went, you know what, dude? Fuck you. And he walked away. And I'm sure he would like to try to beat my ass, but I was so much bigger than him. And so he just said, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. And he was like flipping me off going up the steps of the basement. I'm like, dude, I didn't mean it that way. I was just trying to see what it was like to have your life fall to pieces. I was.
Chris Lane is like 50-year-old Paul Vault still does stupid shit.
Yeah. There you go. No, but see, I would try to fix that, Chris.
Can't
I would
use the young as your excuse, right?
if I was to see homeboy, I would be like, hey, man, I'm really sorry about that. Hey, you know what, Sunshine?
He must have felt his ears burning when he said his name.
I'm sorry, Chris. I can't change.
Don't ever change, Paul.
Here's the thing. Hey, Sunshine.
What?
I bet my ass I could walk up to him and say, dude, I'm sorry about that night at the basement. He'd be like, it's you. I guarantee you. He ain't forgot shit. But luckily, he walked away while I was just there. I was on my way of saying some even dumber shit like, "What's it like to try to fill Randy Rhodes' shoes, dude? That must be a bitch."
All of a sudden, he pops up in the chat. He's like, "Fuck you."
He's laying on his couch like, what was that, Happy Gilmore?
He's rubbing the lipstick all over, and he's like putting your name on the list of who he's gonna.
No, he's scratching my name off right now because he's like, this dude's sorry about it.
Well, as you're talking about saying other horrible stuff to him.
No. Look, dude, maybe he's grown up a lot too and realizes those are legitimate questions.
Maybe
dude.
He's grown up. You're the one that was in the wrong.
What?
You're like, we both made mistakes. No, just you.
No, hey.
It's just you.
Sunshine.
I saw this funny thing the other day, and it was like when somebody says, we both made mistakes, or we both said stupid things, and it's like me trying to figure out the things that I didn't mean, because you meant everything you said.
Well, and then there was that last time we were drinking with Dimebag Daryl, and I puked in my mouth. I'll never get to tell him, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry we ran off on you."
Yep.
Because we were sitting there talking to Dime at the Galaxy Club up at the counter, and he bought us a drink, and
Paul pansied out because he can't handle tequila.
I pansied out because I fucking hate tequila. And so we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, I take a shot. He gives me a shot, and it's tequila. And he was
like, "Can I buy you a shot, man? Let me get you a drink." And of course, he's like, "Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
and he doesn't say like, "What do you want?" He just says, "I'm going to buy you a drink."
He buys everybody this stuff called Black Tooth Grin stuff.
So he just literally just hands him a shot. He didn't ask him anything. And then Pole Vault didn't question it. He just, downs it. We all down it. And then he was like, "Oh my God, that was tequila," which makes him.
Well,
sick.
no, I just went.
Yeah.
And we all walked outside the club, and I spit outside the club. We did a lot of crazy things. And then you were
like, "We're leaving," and I was like, "What? What? Are you kidding me?"
Well, I
was mad at you for that.
I couldn't drink anymore. And my other friends were being really crappy to one of our other friends.
Dogpaw said Jesus doesn't want to come here, so he just asked me to report Paul Vault.
That is not true. Jesus
Beth said that's pretty much how it felt to tell Jimmy Buffett while he was playing at the Sloppy Joe's in Key West. He was good, but he was no Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, I've seen that. So we didn't win there. I hope you're happy, Sunshine.
Boomer was like, right now he's in the gutter drinking Mad Dog 2010, muttering freaking pole vault.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Hey, who would have thought at the time that I was talking to him that I would end up making more albums than him? At that time,
see, you're still talking smack. You're not sorry.
That would probably be what I'd say to him. I'd be like, dude, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that.
I thought you had grown up so much and all.
Oh my God! Oh God!
You said. Oh man!
You're
just digging a hole.
But how much would that be like me though? How much would that be like me, dude? I'm so sorry for asking you that arena question. But you know what, dude? I've put out a lot of albums since then. Who would have ever guessed I would put out more albums than you?
And then he punched you in the face. He's like,
no. Hey, he would have to jump to punch me in the face. He is very, very.
Maybe
little.
he's a high jumper.
slap that.
Now you're cutting on and how
No,
how high
no,
you can jump.
you're gonna make me say bad things about him. I like him. Damn it, Sunshine, you're not helping. And
Oh my gosh.
King Diamond. One time I was playing pool, and we were at the Vampire Lounge. I think you were with me.
Yep, I was.
And King Diamond comes up to the table, and I had these friends in another band called Dark Alliance, and they were like, dude, and I didn't catch it at first. I really didn't. They were like, do you know you're playing pool with King Diamond? And I looked at him. I'm like, thinking, okay, put the makeup on his face, and ooh, I am. Still, I got to play my ass off, or he's going to win the table. And you know what happened, Sunshine?
What?
He beat me.
See, then it messed with your mind, is what happened.
You think King Diamond runs around going, I want to tell Povard I'm sorry for that day I beat him and took the pool table from him.
No.
Oh. It was a place called the Vampire Lounge. We used to have some of the coolest metal bars around.
In the before, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And like I said, how cool was it though, Sunshine, that people would just coexist with big rock stars in the club?
Yeah.
No one did bad stuff. No one touched them and freaking freaked out on them. They just drank with their friends and hung out like the rest of us. But you know what? You remember what? You know the cool thing? You always knew before the end of the night they were going to get drunk and get on stage. And that was always awesome. I was at this one club one night, and a band called Dead Puppies was playing. Nobody knew who the hell it was. Once again, this was at the Galaxy Club. And we're sitting there, and we're like, Dead Puppies? Who cares? Oh, God, the door cover, the cover charge is $25? Dang, if they didn't have cheap drinks, there's no way I'd come in here. But, you know, like, everybody that is somebody is coming in here right now. We get in there, and they pretty much shut the door and say, hey, we're full up. And I'm like, what the hell, full up for Dead Puppies? Bam! Anthrax comes on the stage. And I was like, mega! It's awesome! It was so awesome. That was one of those nights. Yeah, I know you were with me on that one, but that was one of them nights. There was a lot of those nights that we were, I don't know about you, but I'll just speak for myself, that I was just pretty much in a blackout stage.
Yeah.
I mean, we were walking around with our whole gang, because we would have, 10, 20 people with us?
Mm-hmm.
And we would see, like, really, really cool bands all the time, but, you know, you never knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And the cool thing is when you run with like 10 or 20 people, we could have a good time, because nobody would try to bully us or anything like that, and we didn't bully anybody. Skinny Puppy, yeah, that was a whole nother thing. But Dead Puppies is always, and Pantera was playing up under another name at a club, which in Deep Element always worked out that way. Okay, yeah. It always worked out that way.
Take care, Louie.
One time I saw this band called Candlebox. 1, 2, 3. There was 4 people watching. 4 people in front of the band Candlebox.
That's amazing.
And one of them was Dimebag Darrell, this other guy named Donnie, and then the girl I was with, and me. 4 people. And you know why?
Why?
Because they wanted door cover charge on a Monday night, $25 for any coin, any drink. You remember that, right?
That they would do the any coin, any drink.
Right.
Yeah.
So we would go, and me, I was like, $25? God, I'm going to have to get wasted to get my money back. It's like going to a buffet, you know. You got to go there and drink as much as you can. But that's also how I got this Ozzy poster behind me. Yeah. And got to see Ozzy, and he autographed a poster for me.
And sweated all over it.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the reason why I won. You remember the bartender from the basement, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, she just loved the shit out of me because I didn't tip much, Sunshine, but a lot of the metal people did not tip at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I tipped every time I got a drink. So that means she was going to get somewhere between 30 and $50 that night out of me at least.
Right.
And that's not great, but it was nearly every night they were open. So, you know, so when they came in and did the drawing for who was going to get to meet Ozzy, she was the one who did the drawing. And she told me before she did the drawing, she was like, hey, I know you're drunk, but pay a little bit of attention. You're fisting to win. I was like, win why? I didn't even know. One time I did cracked a bottle over my head down there, and I didn't even know it.
Chris, that's pretty funny about the, he said, he was saying that, he said, my wife has, they're coming to take me away, haha. For,
oh yeah, Dr. Demento.
Ringtone.
Yeah, I used to listen to Dr. Demento. Cause and I guess they're probably talking about that because they used to have this song on Dr. Demento called "Dead Puppies."
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Dead puppies aren't much fun. Yeah, there was a lot of songs like that. And one of my first albums I had was a whole album like of songs like that had, you know, Hello Mother, Hello Father.
Yeah.
And what it had, they always had to have Monster Mash on them, you know?
I don't know why.
Well, because I think Monster Mash was a, you know, it's kind of a weird song.
Dog Paw's like, good thing he reads the chat. They were just talking about it.
Yeah, I do read the chat a lot, but I'm scratching and having flashbacks.
You remember that next time he tells y'all that I'm not reading the chat.
Oh, bullshit.
On
You
my
never
stream.
read the chat. You never read the chat. You're right here. You never read the chat. You never read the chat.
I was just reading the chat.
No, you play like two songs before you read the chat.
Sometimes.
And I'll be like,
I won't say I never do that.
I'll have something important. Pole Vault was Dr. Demento's favorite patient. I used to listen to it on AM radio at night. And do you know, Sunshine, they played it at night because it was not, you know, it wasn't good to listen to. Back when I was young, Sunshine, they, to laugh was not good. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I can relate to that. I mean, you know, the family I came from.
Right. Well, they'd be like, you're being silly.
Right.
So, stuff like Mad Magazine, Dr. Demento, that kind of thing, you had to watch and listen to, you know, because you were being silly. How dare you be silly? There's work to be done.
Well, yeah, it's only, you could be silly once in a while, but only during certain times that they were allowing you to be silly. But most of the time, it was like, no, you just got to be serious. You got to work.
Wicca. There's Allie G.
Allie G. I haven't seen you in a while, Allie.
I heard she's working and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
working.
I was talking on my Monday stream that if I have to start picking up extra shifts, I may have to change my show time. I may have to like do my show on Monday night or something.
Is that why you were talking about that?
Yep.
Let's not get drastic and stuff.
Well, I mean, I gotta pay rent, so.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have to live like we've been living.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Sell your guitars so we can?
Hey.
So I don't have to work extra hours.
No, I thought about selling a few, but I get them in editing photos. Technically, Chris is working right now as well, and I make a little bit of money off of slinging guitars, a little bit.
Are you a guitar slinger?
Yeah, but so many people are doing it, and it's hard to come across. Well, it's hard to come across them. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. You can watch the guitars roll on Facebook Marketplace like the sea. I pick them up like this Jackson I picked up for $75. It was in a kid like 15 years old sold it to me. It was sitting in the garage. Looked like it'd been sitting in the garage for like 20 years at least. And I'm like, so I'm thinking it's a 2006. Well, little did I know it was a 1996. And I got it for $75, and I put it up for $175. And before the end of the day, I had like 15 offers on it. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's up? I need to take this Jackson. I took it off for sale and brought it home. And so this Jackson right here. And see, here's how you know. Usually the higher end Jacksons have a old Floyd Rose on it. So this one right here I got for $75. Sunshine, what are you doing?
I'm moving the fan toward me because I'm dying of heat right now. I'm trying not to have a heat stroke.
Well, this one ran $75, Sunshine. Mm-hmm. And when I got it, it was sitting in the garage for God knows how long. It was dried out. But you see these double dots? It has the long neck on it. Has the Floyd Rose on it. Has single humbucker SSH on it. And like I said, that long neck with the reverse headstock. And it has a couple of dings. There's a ding. Ding. But you know what? I could hide the dings on this, Sunshine. But to me, hiding the dings on this would ruin the value of it. To me.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a 30-year-old Jackson. It needs to look like a 30-year-old Jackson. And I got it smooth. When I got it, Sunshine, do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah.
So the Floyd Rose was bent straight up in the air. And they had the strings tied up in knots around the top. And it was missing. It was missing so much stuff. But guess what? It was stupid stuff. Like the switches and the knobs and all that.
Did you tell everybody what you got in the mail? How they sent you like only 5 screws and
yeah.
you
So
ordered these guitar keys, and he's like, they're supposed to get 6 screws, and they gave you like this extra like random silver washer that's like what?
Yeah. So this had white those covers right there were white plastic when I got this. And the gentleman I bought this from could and maybe watching tonight, but this is what I did to it. So I took the covers and I made them black because the white covers on this guitar just did not stand out good. Then I painted those are little single coil humbuckers. I painted one. It was white. It was white, Sunshine. One white row, one black row. Mm-hmm. So the white row I painted green. Then I painted the surrounding like container block of the big humbucker green. I painted the trim bar hookup green. I painted the knobs green, and Jeremy was asking me, what kind of paint is this? And it's that car paint that you get at English Color, and it was from a project we did at work, and it was very expensive paint, but we finished the thing. We finished out the project, and we had some green paint. So the green was not like, hey, I'm going to paint it green. The green was, I've got green. That's what color it was going to be, the color I had. Free.
Right.
Okay, because I'm trying not to put money into it.
Right.
Then I painted the locks.
I think it came out looking great.
And I painted the head fluorescent green. And I put PV sticker on it. And then I painted it black. And then pulled the sticker off. And it had PV on it. I'm not sure if the headstock was a Kramer or not, because it was I think PV is better than PV. I knew it was coming. But it had like what was that? The Buc-ee's painted on it.
There's a Buc-ee's sticker on it.
A Buc-ee sticker. It was sanded and had a Buc-ee sticker on it. And I sanded. People will be like, "Oh my God!" But I did some bad stuff to the neck. That some people would think was bad, but the neck is sanded pretty thin.
Yes, it's glow in the dark paint, Urban.
And here we go, Sunshine. Here, let's listen to it really quick. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sure. Sunshine's like, oh my God, I want to hear it. Could you want to hear it, Sunshine? Okay. Can you hear it?
Oh, that's too loud. That's very loud.
Okay. Is that better?
Wait. Keep going. Okay, that's good.
See? So there you go, Sunshine. It's not a big yay situation there. That's just...
There's always a yay situation.
But I do like it, and my brother was telling me, like, I thought about a Frankenstein head, and Pookie, Justine, and my brother all said I might need to put an alien head on it. But if I did, it would have to be the same color as the green. So, but I have so many guitars, I don't know. I really don't think that would that particular one will be a good candidate for selling. What do you think?
Well, with it having PV on it.
Yeah, I mean, what is
I mean,
the
you kind of.
chances finding someone with a PV, and it'd just be like, that's the brand, dude.
But I mean, it. I mean, it still looks good though. I mean, there may be somebody out there that just likes it because it looks good. You know.
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You can tell them, hey, you can say it means whatever you want it, whatever you want it to mean.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's see what this is. Hey, Dad Pova, Allie G, if she had a fundraiser and Allie paints live stream, we would all buy something, sticker, painting, shirts. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Allie in a while. And I know that you bought a painting from Allie.
Yeah,
I bought
I did.
shirts and stuff, and
In fact, I think I bought her first painting. So that's what she said.
I need glow in the dark strings. I don't know. And here's the thing, though, Sunshine. Someone wanted to trade me the other day a Taylor guitar. No, it's a Martin. It's a Martin. And they actually said, everybody checked it out and said, yeah, that's a high end Martin. But homeboy wanted to trade it to me for either my Dean or my Ibanez, and I was like, I can't do that.
Do they have glow in the dark strings?
I'm sure they do.
Because E. Irvin was saying.
I know they have fluorescent green. Yes, I know they have the
saying you need glow in the dark strings.
Yes, and they would go on it. But I'm gonna tell you this about that. In my experience, the colored strings are very low reaction. Like, they don't pick up as well. But it's there you go. But the thing is, Sunshine, is I've got a lot of guitars, and I think to myself, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Because I really do think I need to get rid of some guitars, right? But who hits the chopping block? I thought about that Telecaster because I'm not really in love with that Telecaster.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a Telecaster.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to get rid of any of the BC Riches. I just can't see myself doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could get rid of the Warlock. I'm not in love with that Warlock. I'm telling you, I'm getting to where I'm having a real bad problem with guitars that can't sit on a stand. It's just really making me mad.
Yeah.
Stop it, guitars!
That's a terrible problem to have.
I have a couple. I could get rid of one Kelly. I got a Kelly I could get rid of. A Kelly, a Warlock. The Miley Cyrus Secret Star, I just don't know about,
What do you mean?
It's such a collector,
Yeah.
I never play it. It sounds like crap. And I was talking to you, Caldwell, about it one day, and we were all talking about it. And the thing is I could freaking get on that Miley Cyrus, what was it called? Hannah Montana guitar, Secret Star.
Mm-hmm.
And I could get on it and really, I got my Snap-on toolbox yesterday. Yay!
Hey, Robbie. I hadn't seen you in forever.
Now you got to just know where you put everything that goes in there. I got one at work, and the guys never seem to get the tools back in there. No, I do have too many guitars, but there's just some that I'm not going to get rid of. I'm not getting rid of the Kramers. I'm not getting rid of the GTXs. Not getting rid of the BC Riches. I'm not getting rid of the Gibsons. I'm not getting rid of the Fenders. And I did think about getting rid of one of the fenders. What was it? The Telecaster. It's a Mexican Telecaster. I thought about getting rid of it. Yeah.
Yervin said, it's okay, I have too many magic cards.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have some guitars that are really, really, really need to go, but they're not worth anything, you know. Need a tax break? Donate to a student. I will tell you this about that. They may be doing that in Hawaii, Rachel, but here in the States, about the only thing that you could donate is probably a PC or something. Because I mean, I just really don't know if do you think there's any students around Sunshine that play guitar?
I mean, there might. Well, I don't know.
And here's the thing: if the guitar was worth selling,
I know. Look, I know that there are some young people, because I was going to say a lot of them are probably doing all this other technological stuff, but I've seen on like all the platforms, different platforms, TikTok and Instagram, and there are some young people out there that are still playing guitar. So
no, I'm saying local.
well, I mean, there might be. We don't know all the young people around here.
Yeah.
But how would you find them? How would you know?
And then they'd be. Do you know what would happen?
I guess you could go to the schools. I know how you could know. You could talk to like an SRO officer at a school.
Oh, and another thing, I'm maxed out on the, how much tax I can deduct, and I'm still like in the bad spot. But you know what'd probably happen? You know what'd probably happen?
What?
They would probably find out I was pole vault and start screaming like the Beatles.
Oh my gosh.
It's pole vault, and they would faint. I could give out. I was gonna give out autographs. I thought about something. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm sure. Like I said, there's probably some kids around there that aren't. The kids in our area, Sunshine, I think, are more considered with, gaming and gangbanging.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty generalized statement.
Is it bad if it's true?
Well, anyway, we will have to agree to disagree. That I won't say there is some. I'm not saying you're wrong. There's probably a lot, but I mean, you just can't be that general though. Like they're all that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. There's good kids. I'm just saying, because of the situation in the city, the big city like we're in.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're kind of we're not right in the middle of the city. We're not super country, and we're not city. We're kind of suburbs.
I wished. Wait, do guitars count as dependents? They certainly aren't paying for room and board. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chris. They should be dependents. They take up a lot of room.
And they don't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to feed them, right?
I don't think there's in our schools. I don't think there's anyone that plays bass or guitar. Now, I could probably give them these clarinets and trumpets and all that. Our son was in there, and I mean, the closest you're going to get to anything rock and roll in a Texas school is probably a big kettle drum. What would you say, Sunshine?
Mm,
Is there's no bass or electric guitar or or drums in drums as like rock set in a high school setting.
I mean,
Anywhere local to us.
so not in like in most schools anyway, not in their band, but they have things like they'll have like performances, like talent shows and stuff like that, and then the kids I've seen kids do that on like the talent shows. Um, so, but maybe not like for band, not for a band performance.
Well, and I agree with a lot of this, Rachel. The only thing is, I mean, just being real. Just being real. I'm not going to go drop a $15,000 BC Rich on a kid who can't drive a car to school because he bounces off the wall. I mean, what is the chances? I mean, and I do have like some, I have some like, yeah, I do have some guitars in here that, I'd willingly give to a school. I'd
I don't
willingly
know.
give to people.
Maybe Rachel. I'm not sure. I don't know of anybody personally that's giving private lessons here.
Private lessons, like guitar lessons.
Yeah.
Uh,
She was asking me if or us, if anybody around us in the vicinity was giving private lessons. I think does your brother gives
my
private
brother,
lessons?
my brother used to give lessons. Yes.
I don't know if he still does. Does he?
Uh, I don't know. He may, but I will tell you this right now: the kids he's giving lessons to, sure the hell don't need a guitar from me.
Well, that's true. The area he's in is upper class. So,
They need to give me a guitar. What the hell? What the hell?
but
And the kids around here, if they learn guitar, they are playing on old Fender Strats and stuff. We got my brother got a Mexican Telecaster 1992, I believe, out of the trash because they said they didn't want it junking up their house. It is Texas is guitar rich, I guess you would say.
Robbie said, he said, I'm leaving all my guitars and gongs to Holland's Opus Foundation when I pass on.
Yeah. I guess that would be a situation. The thing is, I don't know. I work with a lot of young people. It's part. I work in the gaming industry. For those who didn't
Yeah, you
know.
used to do you did that mentoring for the high school.
Yes.
It was a long time ago, but you did that. It was,
Yeah.
let's see, that was was that the 90s?
Yeah.
The early 2000s?
It was it was 99, 2000,
Upper 90s,
2001, yeah. And yes, I
You
taught.
actually got an award for that, didn't you?
Yes, I got 2 awards for teaching kids. Now, I will tell you that.
Just volunteering.
Now, kids around here don't want to learn a lot of guitar, but they do want to learn a lot of gaming. I mean, the kids would actually get into knockdown dragouts at the high school to come work for free at our company to learn how to do what we call esports.
But you were teaching them how to work on computers,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
I was teaching them all phases of working on computers, configuring computers, everything. and yes, I worked with them a lot, and I still know those guys.
That's a good idea, Rachel.
God, God,
You see what she was saying?
you know, Aaron would never show up. God, oh my God,
She
some of
said that
those kids.
She said
So-
once a month they do a free workshop,
yeah,
and they do a sliding scale depending on like people that can't afford it and stuff like that. So.
well, yeah. I should stop in sometime next time in Hawaii. Did you know, Sunshine, I don't know how to play guitar?
Well, I mean, not. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't know about. I mean, do you have to know how to play guitar to play guitar?
I don't think so.
I don't think the answer is no. You don't really have to know, but it helps.
It is kind of
It helps.
crazy. It is kind of crazy that I have been with so many bands and so many albums, made so many songs, and still do not know how to play the guitar. And I have.
And what you mean is you don't know like the notes, or you don't know any of the music theory.
Yeah, and I have.
You just you play by ear, like the sounds. So.
Well, I will never be able to learn how to play guitar. So, after, I guessed it the other day. I was about 46 years. 46 years of playing guitar. 46 years of playing guitar. 3 bands. Probably close to 30 albums. Yeah, I'm not going to get any better than I am right now. Yeah, Jeremy, it's what I do. It's what I do. I bang on the thing until it makes noise. I mean, you think that is something? You don't make me get my clarinet out here, Sunshine. You know, beep 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 beep. You know, but the thing is so you just keep rolling with it. You know, you do whatever. I do whatever it is I do, and I was trying to explain to someone the other day. Same period, correct parts. Yeah. But that also is why it's so hard to get a Kramer in one piece anymore. Yeah. Chug, 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 willy, willy. That's all I know. That's what I do. I can do some chug, chug. Clarinet.
No, it's boodly, boodly,
Holding
boodly.
out on his pole. Yeah, no. It's I do the clarinet like really. Oh my God. Sunshine, the chords in
Headphone
my
users beware.
What?
What?
The chords in my studio are really, really insane tonight. Really?
Yeah, I think that you should work on like a
Chordless system?
some kind of system, because besides them just being all over the floor
Well,
and
and
with
there's
the chair
so many.
rolls all
There's
over them and
so many. And that's the thing. That's the thing, Rachel. And I will tell you this, Sunshine, and you know this to be true. My brother is a guitar teacher. And when he would try to teach me stuff, and Valerie was even showing me stuff the other day, sometimes it can mind screw me. Because it
you
will
start
make...
overthinking it.
Well, no, I'll think what I'm doing is wrong. And
Like
then
I said, yes.
And then I cease to do whatever it is I already
you
do.
overthink.
Well, I don't know, man.
Yes.
No. Here's the thing. I've talked about this before, and you've watched me do it. Okay. A bunch of people have watched me do it. I don't know where the lyrics come from for my songs. I don't know where the music comes from, but I just sit down and make it. You've seen me do it,
Yeah.
and it's weird. And I don't know how you've seen me take Rubik's cubes and like solve them. I don't know how I do that.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you are pretty good at that.
one of the reasons, and one of the reasons why I was up as high as I was at computers was the same thing I do to guitars. I don't know how to play, but I play. I don't know how to solve the Rubik's Cube, but I solve the Rubik's Cube. Well, that was applied toward viruses and computer software and coding. I didn't know how I was going in and getting the viruses out of the machines, and I didn't know how the coding was coming out. I just did it. And still to this day, big gigantic companies come to me and they say, "Hey, they say that we can't do this. We want it done. You do it." You know they do this. They've done it to me for years and years.
Yeah.
Hey, pole vault. We want to take phones. I'll never forget when they did this to me. We want to take phones, and we want to network them and play video games that you play on the phones over the network in the building, and have a tournament, esports tournament. In other words, playing video games professionally, in-house, network together. And we want to capture that on video to stream over the internet live. No one's ever done that. We're going to do it next month. Let us know what it cost. Money's no object, but let us know what it cost and do that. And we were just like, oh. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
I think our kids got some of that from you because I know, like, for an example, one of our daughters, well, both of the daughters used to volunteer at the Dallas Zoo. And when they were young, there was a program that I had them in. And I think they weren't very old, about maybe 10 years old or something like that. Pretty young.
You got your phone next to your...
No, I do not. But I can hear you. Ever since we've had the show on, I hear like a very slight echo, not too much.
It's not an echo. It sounds like you're like bringing Frankenstein to life. I cannot believe that my
Well, anyway,
cable
let me
is
finish
clogged. Okay.
saying what I was saying. So, but anyway, they used to volunteer at the Dallas Zoo, and one of them was working one day, and there was this area where they had this worm composter where they kept like worms as a big compost like machine, and so the guy, one of the head guys that was working there, he was just joking around with her because they would give him things to do and stuff. Well, he comes through there and he said, hey, when I need you to fix that composter, and I'll be back in a few minutes, so hopefully you'll have that done by then. And he was literally just messing with her, like he did not expect her to fix this machine. And he left, and he was just like, haha, like laughing to himself. Well, she thought he was serious, and she didn't even like bat an eye. She was like, oh, okay. And she just like walked over to the machine, and she started looking at it, and she figured out how to fix it. And it was broken. And he came back, and he was like, what are you doing? And she said, well, you told me to fix the composter, and I fixed it. And he was like, I was just kidding. What, are you serious? And she just figured it out, how to do it. So,
well, I mean,
they were telling me, they were like, oh my God, she's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's crazy, and I don't want to make anyone mad by this statement. Here we go with one of those. But when I was young, everybody knew how to use a hammer. Everybody I know. No, and you're laughing. You think this is funny.
Well,
but Sunshine, it's becoming more and more of a deal. I know how to use a hammer. More and more younger people that I work with do not know how to use a hammer and nail. I just they don't. Hey, listen, they don't know how to use a screwdriver. And I do understand that it can get uh yeah, they had a hammer and nail. Yeah, there's this one competition where you get three hits on a nail to win like $10. And they would tell me, like, every year they'd tell me, you can't even, you can't play. You
Yeah.
cannot play. Because you know me, I'd load off and knock it in one. But it can be hard. You know what the secret is?
Mm.
They had this hard ass wood, and you want to place. I would go like this. I would place the wood, the nail in between the grain on the wood, and the grain perfectly, and then I'd hit it once, bang, to where it would just stand up by itself,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd just be like, smash, 2 hits, it was in.
Yeah, I've seen you do that.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I remember when I used to tear phone books. You know, I don't know if I can tear a phone book, and I'm not sure they make them the same anymore.
Yeah, he used to do that at parties. Tear phone books in half, and tear phone books in half, and fix Rubik's cubes that were totally messed up. Like in no time, in just like no time at all, and everybody would just be amazed.
You know, it's been a long time since I tried to. They don't even have phone books around like they used to, because they used to put phone books on people's like doorstep, and people didn't want them, so they'd be like, hey Pova, yeah, we're drunk, yay, tear the phone book. You know the key. You know what the key to tearing a phone book is, right?
What?
Holding the binding on the phone book,
Mm-hmm.
holding the binding so tight that it makes it like a board.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not tearing the phone book, you're breaking it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you tear phone books. Or you used to. I don't know. When was the last time you saw a phone book?
I know. I was sitting there thinking about that. I was like, "Where is a phone book? Do they even have those anymore?"
And I don't even remember the last time I saw a Rubik's Cube.
Well, now we probably have one of those around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is the last time I did see a Rubik's Cube, I mixed it up really good. And I got like 3 sides, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's as I get older, it actually, I understand that it burns your brain to do a Rubik's Cube. Pookie has phone books. Pookie's tearing phone books. Yeah. Yeah.
90s movies with computers with loud processors.
Pookie has a swimming pool. Did you know that?
Yep.
I don't have a swimming pool.
I can go get you one of those little baby ones. Put it, put it in the backyard and you can lay in it.
You know damn well Chunk would jump in it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know he would.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in our backyard would jump in that pool immediately.
Chunk and
The chickens,
Heatwood chickens, yeah. Murder chicken would probably
turtles,
start
and
jumping on you, trying to drown you.
90s movies with the computers with loud processors. You know, it is, it's getting ready to get amazing for me.
What do you mean?
Uh, so I am getting ready to work on some processors that aren't on the market yet, and I hear they're pretty fast, and with AI, the AI is going to be, and I don't know. Have you heard of these people running AI engines on their computers and stuff? It's really crazy.
No.
Well, these are going to be able to run the shit out of it. And you know what it's for? Gaming. The computer games are getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And that's why they were saying it's. I remember, Stephen Hawking, that skateboard guy.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah. The skateboard guy. Anyhow.
I don't think you're saying that right.
Yeah, he was the one that said that games are getting so where they're almost like a simulation of life now.
Mm-hmm.
And if a computer game could ever be a simulation of life, then there's next.
Tony Hawk. There you go. Robbie, thank you. I was like breaking my brain I was like, what was that guy's name? What was that guy's name?
Yeah, Tony.
Oh, yeah, it's Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, Stephen Hawking, same thing. Listen, so he said that if a game could make a simulation, then there was like 0% chance that we're not in a simulation right now. Which is, really insane in a membrane.
Well, that's what I always say in my doo-doo song. That we're all living in a simulation.
You know what? One night you sang "Insane in the Membrane." I couldn't even believe you knew it.
I know a lot of crazy songs you'd never.
Did y'all know that Sunshine knows all the words to "Insane in the Membrane"? Was that what you were singing that night?
I don't remember which one. I don't know.
Do you know all the words to "Insane in the Membrane"? It was almost like that night J Dubs started singing Paula Abdul.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like now that you're fronting me out about it. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes you just start singing a song and all the words come back to you.
Well, the thing was, it was like he was saying weird stuff like "ookie mookie," ookie boogie boogie, and you were saying the same thing.
I don't think it was that song, but I kind of.
Was it like cough syrup or something? I don't know. I'm just
cough
like,
syrup.
How in the hell does she even know this song? One, and number two, how does she know all the words? Was it
Funky Cold Medina?
No, it was definitely
Was it
Wu-Tang? It was definitely Wu-Tang Clan.
Was it Salt and Pepper?
Did you?
Pepper's here. I know like every word to that song. I think.
You know what? we saw Wu-Tang Clan. You remember that?
When did we see that?
Remember that gaming event that we went to, and it was just the Wu-Tang Clan guy at the game, and there was hardly anybody there, and we were up on this top of this building in Dallas, and we were watching just like the Wu-Tang Clan, and they were like at that party. Remember, I got the eye put on the middle of my head, and we went into Waffle House. And I forgot that the eye was on my head.
Are you sure you were with me when that happened?
Yes. My boss had me and you come set up some computers, and I think it was on like New Year's or something. And the guy, see, you don't know it because they didn't call themselves the Wu-Tang Clan. But it was... Remember, the guy was insane in the membrane, and we set up the computers all the way around, and it was a event for some hardware manufacturer like SteelSeries or something. I had the poster hanging on my wall in the
Look, I'm not saying that you weren't there. I was just trying to.
You were there. You had to drive because I was wasted.
Oh. I don't know. We've done so many events. We've done so many different events, and you've done so many events, and uh,
It's
you
been
know,
weird, man. You know, did you see that picture I sent you today?
yes.
So, I sent it to Pookie also. Did you know in a different life that I was actually quite the legend in the esports industry? It's weird. It's weird. How in the hell? Now we're sitting here on a music channel doing this, and you would have never thought that's where. But I'm gonna tell you, as a 58-year-old guy, first-person shooters tweak the shit out of me anymore.
Well, that's because the real world has just gotten so like crazy stressful.
Well, you always played video games like
World of Warcraft.
stupid and stuff. So Sunshine, when she plays the video game, and you're in like a first-person shooter or in a attack game, she does stuff like she does mind control and makes you run off a cliff. Which it just pisses you off because you're like, okay, pew, I'm throwing my fireballs. Wait, I've lost control of my body and I'm running off a cliff. Ah! And I'm like, dude, you didn't have to kill me like that. Pookie says she didn't even recognize me, which was kind of weird. She's like, so why are you sending me this picture? And I'm like, this is me with some of my fans from my other life. And she was like, oh, that's you.
Well, you did look a lot different.
Well, my face was shaved and I was clean cut. And even though I was...
You were younger. A lot younger.
Was that a lot younger, you think?
Yes.
Not a lot.
You didn't have gray hair in the picture. It was all dark.
Yeah.
Dark brown.
And those kids were like amazed. I'll never forget. They came to me, and those two kids particularly said that they knew this guy that was like one of the top builders in the world, and he lived in Texas, and they lived in Texas, even though
Dog Paw says, "Show us."
What? Even though that we were in Chicago, they said they knew this dude, and he was the best builder in the world. Oh man, it was just making my nips. Hey Siri,
You know what?
where are you?
Here I am.
Oh, there you are.
You know what, Chris? You said I'm choosing violence, but you know what? He looks better now than there. So there you go.
Let's see. Well, and here's the thing. I was always really, really cool. I never was like one of those kind of people that was like, I don't want to mess with these little kids and get out of here, you stupid kids. There they are at this thing called MLG. Okay?
They're all wearing the MLG shirts.
And those kids are probably grown-ass men now.
Watch out, it's going dark.
Those kids are probably grown-ass men now. I was selling, I was at the event and I was selling monitors for this company called BenQ. And if you don't know gaming, there was...
Dogpaw's like, oh my God.
There's this gamer named Ninja, and his wife was with me, and we were selling monitors, and me and her set sales records for selling monitors. And those two kids right there were like, I know this guy, and if he could hear you say what you're saying, he wouldn't trust you. And I said, hey kid, it's me. Who you're talking about, the guy that you're talking about from Texas that builds the fastest machines in the world? Yeah, it's me. And the kid was like, but he had long hair. I said, yeah, I did. And then his eyes got big, and he was like, Dad! And they both, and I sold a monitor to each one of the kids right there. Right there. And BenQ loved me. The company BenQ just loved us, because at the time, my word in computer building and computer mod competitions and overclocking was, professional, top of the world. So if I told you to get this monitor, which today I still would say, BenQ monitors at the time with their 1 millisecond response time were really ahead of the game. Okay, and the thing was, and I'm gonna go into a little dork speech here. When you can get a fast processor, fast video card, fast internet connection, and a fast monitor everywhere you grab a millisecond is not noticeable to almost a human. But if you grab a lot of milliseconds and you can get a half second, if you give me a half second before one of the greatest game players in the world, I'll get them. If you can see someone a half... Good Lord. If you can get a half second up on there, you can... It's all about that. But World of Warcraft, that was a different...
They'd really
deal.
freak out if I went in the hallway and grabbed that one picture off the wall. And your hair's all down to here.
The one where I was singing with the old band?
I don't know if that's the one. I just know there's one in the hallway where your hair's really super long, and it's when I think it's when I know the one you're talking about. I'm not sure where that one is at the moment, but
yeah, that was weird. That one picture with me singing with the old band was weird. You know what was weird?
What?
I was barely drunk. It just seemed weird. Didn't it seem weird? Because I wasn't wasted?
I don't know.
I mean, because you could tell because I was serious and I was with the band like, hey, can you hit this right here? Can you do that? As where when I was wasted, I would just be like, go! Right?
I mean, I guess.
No. You wouldn't know, but this is the thing. When you're wasted and when you're intoxicated drunk on whiskey, your music skills are at a different level, I guess. And metal is good. Do you know why everybody's saying this, Sunshine?
Yes, I do. And I really wish you wouldn't have said what you said.
It's fine. They never watch the show anyways. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Chris would know nothing about whiskey skills. And is it that you've gotten better when you're drunk, or you just think you're better?
You just think you're better. I think.
Well, I'm telling you, the band used to feel it. And like I said, it's been a long... I don't play with the band anymore.
I think it depends on your level of drunk. Because, like, you can have a buzz and still be good and still be feeling it and all that. But once you hit a certain point, you just think you're doing good, but then you're not. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, I could see
what I'm wearing? You know what I'm wearing?
The catacombs.
This shirt came from Paris, France. It's when we went to the catacombs.
I hated that place.
I loved it. It was awesome.
It smelled funny, man.
It was awesome. Hobart was so funny when we were walking through there. He was like, "Oh my gosh, we're breathing in dead people. We're breathing in." He was freaking out.
I could probably see that this making you a little better. Whiskey plus cocaine. You think you're really great at this awesome idea you just had. But you know, the thing is I would, you know, I probably smoked through this last album, and I think you can tell that was a difference in this album. And I thought, you know, I was going back to being retro, like my old pole vault, but I realized I was just smoking again, a little bit of, you know, that and stuff. Liquid courage, powered tenacity. Yeah. But see, the thing is, I could just see that just being so bad, and I know it is. I've heard, because it doesn't last long, and when you come down off of one, then you're on the other, and that used to make some people I knew, not me, but friends of mine, it would make them throw up. So you don't want to do that unless you're, God, Pat Travers. Pat Travers can do it.
Always bring a towel.
Yeah, Pat Travers can do it. You know what we had happen this morning, Sunshine?
What did we have happen?
We had, do you know what made the air conditioner leak into the floor?
Because it never turns off and it froze?
Nope. So the drain got clogged.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yep, and it flowed right back on the floor. I went out there with the screwdriver and just went flunk, unclogged the drain, and we were
God
back
you
on.
figured out what was wrong. Because I was like, oh no.
Look, this sounds like something nice. Swim. Someone who isn't me. Now, there's some inspirational saying right there. You know, they always say, kiss, keep it simple, stupid. You ever heard that?
Yeah.
That's not as good as swim. Someone who isn't me.
I thought it was Kings in Satan's service.
Oh my God.
That's what I was always told.
You stop it. Hey Matt, what's up? You stop it. You stop it, Sunshine. You know what? People like you made my dad take away my Kiss posters.
Like me. I wasn't the one that made that up.
You know how hard it was to convince some people that were grown-ups that Iron Maiden was a Christian band?
I mean, you're talking to me. My parents, whenever I think it was like Kiss or one of those bands came on the TV.
Oh my God!
They literally like got rid of our TV. They were like, okay, no more TV. But just took the TV out of the house.
Well, like I said, I actually convinced one of my parents. I actually convinced them that Iron Maiden was a Christian band. And that's because they wouldn't listen to it, but all they heard was the beginning of Number of the Beast. And I said, well, this person, he's quoting Bible scripture. And they were like, you know what? He is. So that rock and roll music's going to Jesus, huh? Yes, it is. And I didn't care. I'm still figuring out today. You know, I listened to Crazy Train the other day. And I don't know. Do you know all the words that Ozzy was saying in Crazy Train?
Probably. I mean, I've heard it a million times.
I heard it a million times. I heard it a million times in one day when I was a kid. But I never heard the words.
I will say there's some of the things that he says that, like, you know, it's kind of hard to understand Ozzy sometimes when he talks.
Yeah.
And so because of that, there might be a few words that I didn't understand, you know.
Well, the thing was,
Ozzy, you know.
The thing was to me is it didn't matter what he was saying. It was the tone of his voice matching the music that was good for me, you know?
Right.
You know, make your bed, wash your head, but you lie there and moan. You know, I was like, what? What? Why, Ozzy? I mean, even now, I'm like, when I do understand what he's saying, and I've read the lyrics, because used to, Sunshine, you could not. When I listened to Ozzy Blizzard of Oz, there was no way to tell whether the lyrics was. There was nowhere to know what he was saying.
Right.
There was no internet.
Right.
And the lyrics aren't on the back of an 8-track tape and or a cassette tape. If you were lucky, the lyrics were on the inside sleeve of an album.
Satanic Panic, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And that was the one, And you want to hear something crazy? What got me introduced to Black Sabbath? I went to a garage sale and I bought this album for like, I'm not kidding you, like 25 cents. And 25 cents was still a lot to me. Not a lot, but it was not free. Mm-hmm. And I got this album and I just got it because I liked the cover. And it was Black Sabbath Paranoid. Have you ever seen that cover?
I'm sure I have.
Has nothing to do with anything they're doing or saying. It has a guy with a shield, like a spaceman, with a shield and a sword or something, and it's blurred.
Pookie, can you believe that my book was talking smack about Iron Maiden?
Well, yeah, I heard you.
How dare them?
I heard
She
you.
was talking about her lifelong love of Iron Maiden, and it reminded me that my book was talking smack about it.
You know what was really magic to me? Now, Kiss was really magic to me, okay? But I remember when I was very young, AC/DC came on the TV, and I think it was Midnight Special. And I'd heard AC/DC on the radio, but it came on a show called Midnight Special, and they played Highway to Hell, and it was I was blown away. The performance of AC/DC was just electric, Did
you see what Chris Nelson said? He said, lyrics, no kidding. How many folks grew up thinking it was one winged dove instead of white winged dove that Stevie Nicks was singing about? Just like the one winged dove. Sing the song, sounds like she's singing. Did you know that when you were?
I didn't know it was the white winged dove.
Yeah.
Okay,
so see,
I didn't know.
So
I thought it was the one we know. Just like the one we know. What the fuck? No, you're wrong. You're wrong about this. You're wrong about this. It's just like the one we know. Sings the song, sounds like she's singing. What?
Paul Vault was today years old when he found this out.
No, it is y'all that are finding out. It's like the one we know. Sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby, ooh. It's not one winged dove. It's not white winged dove. It's the one we know. St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day. Look, even Matt says it. Yeah. Should we talk about St. Patrick's Day? We know it's St. Patrick's Day. Tina Turner wrote One Winged Dove. That wasn't even Stevie Nicks. Camellia is on fire right there. I know. I feel it. Tina Turner wrote that. But the thing is I will say this. I seen Iron Maiden, And thank God they got Eddie. No! St. Patrick's Day, Pookie. St. Patrick's Day. Not, oh, can you see? Okay. You know, the thing is I've seen different bands, and like I said, Iron Maiden, I feel them, I feel them, but it's their stage presence with the Eddie and the setup and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Iron Maiden, but AC/DC didn't have any of that, and they sold the hell out of it. They sold the shit out of their music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the feeling Bon Scott and Brian Johnson, the singers, with Angus Young flopping around on the stage and stuff. They didn't have any special effects. It was them just jamming their asses off, and you could feel it. And Pookie said, "Don't be talking about Bruce. Bruce just has big tennis shoes. He puts his foot on the monitor." That was it. And you know what? If he sung like Steve Harris did, which Steve Harris is the bass player. Now he's singing it. 666, number of the beast. I mean, put a mic in front of Steve Harris over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know Angus didn't. And I heard Eddie Van Halen say the same thing. I just really don't know how much I believe either one of them on this. They would say that Angus and Eddie Van Halen said, "I just use a straight amp. I don't use any effects." I know. Gonna have to say I think you're using gain, and the thing is I guess that Motor Green's misheard lyrics. Yeah. Now, but see, here's the thing, though. And he did that, and so did Angus Young. But the thing is they were, they had gain on their amp that was like blowing doors, and then they used volume to further distort. And I guess there you go. The first distortion. Did you know how the first distortion was made, Sunshine?
How?
This band called the Kinks cut slits in their speakers with razors.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
And I think it was that song, "Girl, You Really Got Me Now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
But it's not the Van Halen version. It was the Kinks version.
Huh.
True story, man. True story.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's some useless knowledge for us today.
Yeah. And I like the Kinks also. But everybody likes the Kinks song that the songs that I'm not really down with as much. But I remember I was maybe in 7th grade when they came out with "Paranoia Will Destroy Ya." That's my favorite Kinks song.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's the best one. The end.
The end.
The end.
Not the end. The end.
Had a girl named Nola went up to her place, feeling happy.
It's 11:11.
Girl, you gonna me all of the time. I don't even want to sing songs now. One-winged dove. I thought he was talking about Prince or something. Just like the one we know.
Sing songs sometimes.
Oh, I'm messed up in the head. You know what? I'm not even going to deal with that tonight. And I guarantee you, I'll get up tomorrow morning and be like, I gotta look that shit up. Did you know it was the white-winged dove? Just like
No.
white-winged dove.
Nope, I did not.
And Ozzy, I don't know what the hell he's saying. You know what else? Did you know only like 2 years ago I found out what they were saying? I found out what they were saying in Another One Bites the Dust.
I'm trying. I don't really know. I don't know all the words to that song.
The song about a one-winged dove just goes in circles. Get it, sunshine?
Oh.
You didn't know what?
What?
There's a red under my bed. I thought it was a little. There was a little green man under my bed, tearing me into paranoia wilderness. Because sunshine, when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
this is something the pole vault story here. Did you know that when I was like 15 years old, I had my own apartment?
Yes.
Well, people
Didn't know
used
that.
to always accuse me, and you might have heard this. People used to accuse me of being too paranoid.
Yes, I do know that.
You know, I was one of the only ones of my friends that didn't go to jail back then.
Yes, I know that too.
You're so paranoid, man. We're just smoking some pot in the park. No, dude. See, why don't we hide the smoke pot? No, dude, you're so paranoid. God. I'll see y'all later. Hey, did you see what happened to John and Frank? Yeah, dude, they got caught smoking weed in the park. Their mom and dad said they're not going to get them out of jail. They're going to let them learn a lesson this time. I mean, God, how many times did that happen? And then they let them out. Then they let them out the next day because they said they couldn't stand to listen to them. So, should a little yellow man in my head. Yeah.
But you were the
I'd like
paranoid
to.
one.
I would like to do. Dude. How about That'd be a good song for me to pole vault. Put in the pole vault isms.
You could do a.
I would do it dark like I do everything else. Someone
Right.
said, I think it was G-May one time talking about how I could, me singing everything would just turn it dark. And it's kind of weird that it seems to be that some of the happiest people have the darkest things going on. I felt like my music was an outlet for all the things bothering me.
Yeah.
Is that why you made Murder Chicken?
I mean, yeah, music is an outlet, but
Yeah,
but
it's Murder Chicken.
I mean, murder chicken's just murder chicken because murder chicken. I mean, anything in my life that's crazy and we're talking about, you can make a song about it.
Let's see. Being the youngest of three boys, I learned to get away with everything they got caught for. Case in point, my oldest brother wanted to be a lawyer. Got caught underage drinking and pled the fifth. Cop knew my dad and said, "Do you want to come pick up your idiot?" Yay! And E. Urban pled the fifth of whiskey. I'll never forget this one time we got pulled over, and I was of age. I was actually married at the time, but I was still being a dumbass and very young. Like a police officer pulled me over and was like, "Hey, I know your parents and know everybody, and we're family and stuff. So I'm gonna give you a chance. I want you to take this bong that I found in your car. And it was like, I saved so much money to buy this glass bong. He's like, and I want you to throw it in that fucking field. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh. He's like, do you want to go to jail? You want to get in bad trouble? I was like, no. He's like, then throw the bong. And I went like this. Sunshine went, ugh. And it went on some tall weeds and just went and floated there. And I in my mind, I was like, see you in a little while, buddy.
Oh,
I'll be back. Don't you worry.
And let me guess, he went over there and finished it off.
No, he told me, he was like, hey, you want to go get that? He's like, I got a different idea. I'm sorry. And I was like, well, hell, I'm like, I don't have to come back. I was thinking, you know what, guy? I really thought you were going to be an asshole. And I grabbed my glass pipe or my glass bottle, and I'm like, you know, I misjudged you, dude. Hey, I'm sorry. I won't be doing this anymore. He's like, you're damn right. He threw it on the freaking road, and it just went, psh. I was like, ah! My soul.
I knew it. I knew it.
My soul. Yeah. Throw a bong, get it on, throw a bong. Yeah. Hey, there's Gary. Why didn't you say hi to Gary?
Hello, Gary. I had something similar happen to me like that, but it's like a case of beer. And I was underage, and instead of like me getting in trouble for being underage having beer,
that's very inappropriate.
They said put it under the tire of your car and run over it. That's what they said. They said I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna let you go home, but you gotta like crush it with your car.
Even though you're probably drunk, right?
And well, I mean, I wasn't like that, but
you'd had a few.
I mean, anyways.
So the cops like, run over your beer. Well, but I'm gonna tell you what though.
Kind of like you, I was like, maybe a few of them were like still full after I drove away. Maybe I'll come back and circle the block. I didn't, of course, but yeah, thought about it. Because when you run over the box of beer, it's like they all just kind of shoot everywhere. Some of them bust and spray, but a lot of them just shoot off into like projectiles.
He said, everyone's like, isn't that littering? You know what? That would be just like something that would happen here in Texas.
This was back in like the 80s. So
yeah, but
they didn't care.
No, but you can't tell me that they wouldn't be like, okay, run over your beer. Okay, now you're littering. I'm gonna give you a ticket for littering.
That's not what this. I think this guy I don't know if it was a combination of him being nice, or he just didn't want to do the paperwork, or what.
No, he was just a creepy cop hitting on you.
No, was that it?
Yeah.
No.
Being a hot chick, man, y'all got away with murder around here. I'm not even kidding you, man. I know this for a fact. Hey, Sunshine,
what? You
spamming the chat with your stuff?
No. Spamming would be me posting that like 5 more times. That'd be spam.
Your show's really doing good. It's really like chilly, like calm and like,
Chill.
Yeah. You just doing, you could talk to the people in the chat more. Hey, and remember, y'all.
You trying to tell me how to run my show?
Yeah, I did it. This was the thing. I don't know.
Some people think I talk too much.
Well, you know what though? We talk a lot on this show. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, watch this. This happened last year. What do you think about this, Sunshine?
Hey, squirrel, are you hot? Ugh, it's hot.
Yeah, I remember
Laying
that.
in the dirt with some acorn. Yeah. Hey, squirrel, are you
It was so hot the squirrel had his nuts in the dirt. I
Yeah,
hope.
it's kind of gotten like that now. So I mean, you know, when
What?
you just go outside, you just melt.
Pookie, I have you know I was working. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you right now, you do come on at a very hard time for me.
That's a hard time for a lot of people.
You hear that troll vault? That is
It's
that
the middle
that's
of the
not
day,
nice.
Monday, is a really a difficult time.
Well,
to
at my
stream.
work, at my work, it's assholes and elbows on
Yeah.
Monday. If there's any day that we work our ass off, it's Monday. And I will tell you this,
The only good
sunshine.
thing, the only
Hey,
good thing,
I gotta pull it together, girl. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and I do not have the antpocalypse done. I am going to have to really work my ass off to get the antpocalypse done. Really, 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 really. I don't know when and where I'm going to get the time. You know, we've had so much stuff
yeah.
going on, but I will try to get it done. I've started it. I'm going to try to get it done. It's just we have had life has been really crazy.
Oh yeah,
You,
super crazy.
you know what they say? Life is so strange when you don't know. Boom boom bam 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 boom boom bam 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 boom boom bam 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 boom. Where do we go from here? You know, and I'm so afraid to sing songs on here right now.
'Cause
Someone's
they're gonna
they're
get
gonna
you.
no, they're gonna be like, Pobot, did you say where did we go? Where do we go from here? Yeah, that's missing persons. And she says, where do we have a one
Oh,
wing?
they're gonna tell you they're saying something,
No,
something different.
no, they're gonna say, Pobot, did you think they were saying, here is a one wing beer?
Right, like that.
It is really, here is a white wing beer. And I'm like, no. She says, where do we go from here? Listen to what he's saying, though. I want you to understand what he said makes no sense. Just like a white-winged dove. That makes no sense. Just like a white-winged dove.
Singing, they're singing, yeah. Talking about doves singing.
Sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Ooh, baby. Well, I guess they do
sounds like
sound
she's
like
singing.
ooh, baby, ooh. Could sound like a dove. That's stupid! It should be just like the one we know.
Don't you talk about Stevie like that.
Just like the one wing beer. Sings the beer, sounds like she's singing.
Stevie is awesome.
Ooh, baby.
Even if she
ooh,
was high all the time.
ooh. Well, you know.
And I know she was.
Did you know? What about when white-winged doves cry?
Oh gosh.
His guitar. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Why do we laugh at each other?
That's a great song actually.
What?
I know all the words to that song.
But the guitar goes like this. Sounds like a cat with his tail caught.
I know so many different genres of music, like it's crazy. I mean, what would you
Do
consider?
you really?
What would you consider Prince to be? What genre?
Well, now when I think when Prince came out with Purple Rain, it was considered to be rock.
Rock, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Especially in the slot that MTV put it into, and Michael Jackson. What was he? He was pop, I believe. Pop. Would you call that pop rock? But
Something
Prince
like
was
that,
a little
yeah.
bit harder than pop rock. You know. I remember the first some of my. I knew Michael Jackson my whole life with the Jackson Fives and stuff, because I used to cut the record off of a box of Cheerios. And the record was on a Cheerio box, and you cut it out. And, you know, and they would do A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. But Off the Wall was probably my favorite Michael Jackson album for sure. Sure, Chad Freeman would say something stupid like that last one. Yeah, you know that last album he made? Chad was saying how good it was, and I'm just like, dude, are you just saying that to troll the shit out of me? You know that one that has "What About Us"?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. But that's nothing like that song where Michael Jackson's like, I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. He's like,
The Don't Stop Till You Get Enough?
yeah, don't stop till you get it
Yeah.
up.
That's a great song. Yeah.
I don't. Is it? Don't stop till you.
And like, you know, the
What
beginning.
is he saying?
You know the beginning of that song?
I
The
thought he was
beginning
saying, "Don't
sound?
stop till you get it off" or something.
You know the beginning of that song?
What?
The-
Yes.
The beginning of it, how it goes. Yes.
Yeah,
They actually, he actually didn't want them to do that.
I do know that, and
And
that's
He fought
that's-
them about it, and they were like, "No, this it needs to do this."
Right,
It was a big
that-
thing, and it turned out to be like this huge, you know.
Right. That's why I
iconic
call you Quincy
thing.
Jones. Quincy Jones. So Michael Jackson used to have his dad beat him when he was in the Jackson 5, and he's like, "Get out there, dance, dance, dance." All right. And then Michael Jackson said, "Hey, fuck you, Dad. I'm not going to do this shit no more." And then he got with Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones was like, "Shut up, get out there, dance, dance, dance." And, you know, and it was like, no, I think Chad said Thriller was his favorite.
That was a
You
great
know,
song.
no, but the album.
Yeah.
No, Off the Wall was the bomb for Michael Jackson. That had "She's Out of My Mind."
What is that song? What is that song? Pretty baby with your high heels on. I love that song. You give me feeling like I never know. The song.
Yeah, I don't know. But, you know,
It
and
has a really funky like beat to it.
Billie Jean was on there, and dude, all of Michael Jackson's best hits were on there. Don't stop till you get enough. See, I thought it was "Don't stop till you get it off."
The way you make me feel. It's the way you make me feel. That one.
But see, that's what I'm saying. The shit didn't come off a Thriller.
And then
Yeah.
Billie Jean. That was good. How did we get on this Michael Jackson kick?
No, I'm just saying. And you know, here's another one that I just a lot of us don't agree on. Is the best Kiss album, and you don't even like Kiss.
I'm not
Which
a big
is-
Kiss fan.
That's you know, I wouldn't go around
And I
telling
don't-
everybody that.
I don't know. I don't hate Kiss. I've said it before. I don't hate Kiss.
You know what? But you know, you
am I gonna?
shouldn't say it.
But am I gonna go search for it on like when we watch our YouTube? Like we pull up music on YouTube to listen to it. Am I gonna go type in like Kiss and like pull it up to listen to it? No. If it comes on the radio, if I'm in the grocery store and it comes on the radio, I'm fine with that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll jam out to some Kiss, you know, no big deal. But I'm not like, oh yeah, hell yeah, Kiss.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what.
They're not my
they
favorite.
they put on a better show than any of the
I've
other
never
ones.
seen them live.
We watched it on YouTube.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I've never been to one of their concerts, and like I said, I was just saying earlier that they were the
You know,
reason
at
why
the
my
firehouse.
parents got rid of my TV.
Well, listen.
Actually,
They're
it might have
singing-
been. It actually might have been because of the Exorcist movie that. Was
No,
on.
listen, they're singing at
Could've
the
been that
firehouse. At the firehouse, she just sets my soul on fire. Then it goes, woo, 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 woo. And they have the sirens. Then Gene Simmons gets out there and whoosh, he blows fire. Blue.
I will say they could put on a. I mean, from us watching their shows on the YouTube and everything.
You stop it, Pookie.
They have really. A couple of things. They're great entertainers. They can put on a great show. And the last time we watched them, I couldn't help but think how in the hell are they jumping around on those heels? The boots, those big giant boots. Those things are huge. They're so tall. And I mean, even if they're not actually heels, even if they're just elevated really high, to jump up and down and do the crazy stuff that while playing guitar and while singing, like they did some crazy stunts wearing those, like they're basically on like stilts. I mean, that's some talent. So I mean, I give them credit for all of that.
Now, I remember previously to 78. I will say that. Because I remember when I was in elementary school, my cousin talking about something called acid rock. And that was before...
Oh, you hear that?
What?
C.D. Nelson Chris was like, when Lick It Up came out when they had no makeup on, he said, I was sure that wasn't them and they had been replaced. Or they had replaced them.
Just think, you couldn't get away with that with AI anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I should do that. I just take an old picture of Kiss and put it into AI and tell them to take the makeup off. Then I'll know who they are. Hey, is that Gene Simmons, the guy that lives at the end of the block that's making all that noise?
You could put your face into it and tell them to put Kiss makeup on it. That'd look weird.
I seen Mountain and Bachman Turner Overdrive at the Texas Jam with and Pookie did too. But she didn't see the Texas Jam. She saw some other jam, and it had Loverboy, Van Halen, Bachman Turner Overdrive. I got the ticket on my wall up there. Yeah, that was a pretty cool concert, but it was one of the first Sammy Hagar ones. It was pretty and what was really crazy is at the time, a bunch of us really liked Sammy Hagar and a bunch of us really liked Van Halen, and Van Halen BTO was cool. But that it was so hot at the Texas Jam, Sammy Hagar came out there with a fire hose and was just blasting people's faces. It was crazy. Oh my God. I got a story about the Texas Jam that's just not appropriate, but this guy came up to my friend and he was going to ask him to quit smoking marijuana at the Texas Jam. And let's just say he had his family with him. And he walked up to my buddy and was like, "Excuse me, sir, could you quit smoking marijuana at the Texas Jam?" And my friend had a bong. I don't even know how he got it in. I'm pretty sure. I think it was in his pant leg or something. And we were so blown away. Sunshine, he turns and looks at him and just goes, "What?" And dude, I've never seen so much smoke come out of a person's lungs in my life. It just totally freaking, it was just a cloud, and wherever the guy was going, the guy was like, I hate y'all, I hate you hippies. Why would you go to a thing called Texas Jam? Why would you go to a thing called the Texas Jam? Yeah, the Van Halen thing was a little weird, Pokey. It was a little weird. I seen David Lee Roth with Van Halen also.
It's funny, Beth.
You know, one of the most regretful concerts I think I ever went. I really didn't like Poison. I went to go see Poison one time, Sunshine. What do you think about that?
I've never seen Poison in concert.
Well, I went to a place here in Dallas called The Gas Pipe. And another bong story, I bought a bong. And they're like, congratulations! You just run front row seats to see Poison.
Speaking of bong, look who's in the chat.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
Oh, my God.
I was just going to say, look, there's J-Dub. He's happen to be talking.
God!
What?
But you just front everybody out, Sunshine.
No, I was being funny, like, because you always use random segues that don't make any sense.
I'm really thirsty. Oh, God. I keep putting this orange stuff in the freezer, and I can never drink it because I pull it out, and it's frozen. And then I can't drink it. And then it thaws out.
It sounds to me like you need to set, when you put it in the freezer, you need to grab your phone and tell it to set an alarm for like however long, but like so you don't leave it in there for too long. And so you remember to get it out of the freezer. And then see, problem solved.
Y&T. You ever heard of Y&T?
No?
You have. They're a lot. They sounded a lot like Led Zeppelin to me. Or maybe I'm getting Y&T mixed up with Fastway. I haven't. I used to play that song. Yesterday and Today. Saw them in a small club. I think I've seen them too. You know who I used to see all the time, and I'm probably not making any friends here. I didn't want to see them. Have you ever saw a band a whole bunch of times that you didn't want to see?
No?
Well, here in Texas, back in the late 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time you turned around, there was the damn Yankees and Night Ranger, which is pretty much, and Ted Nugent.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you know that sounds like there's three bands. There's really only just one.
Mm-hmm.
The damn Yankees were like, Styx and freaking...
I was going to say Styx was pretty overplayed at one point in time.
Was Styx and Ted Nugent and Night Ranger, right? So they would play these venues where Night Ranger and Ted Nugent would play, and then they would play, and then the big act would be... But it was always these free concerts, so I guess if I wasn't a cheap ass, I wouldn't keep doing it. You know what I can't believe, Sunshine? That you have not said hello to you, Caldwell.
Maybe I'm thinking of Cheap Trick. Hey.
Yeah, Fastway. I used to play that. Damn, I don't know how to play it anymore. You will. You've heard Fastway, hadn't you? You'll say no. But you have. Tommy Shaw, Ted Nugent, and Jake Blades. Yeah, I mean, I just got tired of seeing them. Now, one band we did see a lot, and I really wished I'd have paid more attention when they were on, was Typo Negative. I saw Typo Negative a lot.
Right.
And here in Texas, for like a year running, every time you went to go see a mega group come through,
they were there.
The opening act was Typo Negative.
Yeah.
And they took some pummelings, man.
Yep.
You don't want to open for Pantera in Texas. You just don't want to do it. And Typo and Filter, remember that? Typo,
yep.
Filter, and Pantera.
Very
and Filter, they just gave Typo Negative and Filter. They just gave them hell until they left. which is really, really bad. I did get to see Typo Negative. You know, one thing I can remember is the song I remember the most about Typo Negative that was pretty much their big deal at the time was Summer Breeze. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing with the jasmine in my heart.
Oh my god.
You know, homeboy. You know who Peter Steele reminded me of? Lurch.
Yeah.
He's a big son of a bitch too.
Yeah.
So, like you could, like everybody. He's taller than everybody. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't have messed with Peter Steele. He'd slap the shit out of you. But you know, Sunshine, we have gone over. I gotta have a drink pretty soon. Friday night, I'm gonna tell y'all, you have to be at Friday night show or you're going to be sorry. Now you can always go back and watch you can go back and watch the Friday night show, but I'm gonna tell you, we got special guests coming on, and it's gonna be hitting. If I get this Antpocalypse done, it's gonna. You know what? I feel so great. Chris Lane's in the chat. You Caldwell's in the chat. Both of them have been guests on. Michael was on earlier. We have had some. Jade's been on. Last week was really crazy with Bill from Guitar Pit. Jeremy's been on. And I'm telling you, Sunshine, these are rewatchable shows.
Yeah.
This show I'm not sure is a rewatchable show. I mean, it's. I think this is us
chilling,
talking,
we're
right?
just hanging out. This is
And
not
being
really
part of this,
show.
and someone's probably going to disagree with it, but part of this show is just being in the chat and watching what people are saying, and of course, you know,
Well, and that is
talking
what we're
with
doing because
everybody.
we don't have a agenda. We don't have a criteria. We don't have a.
You got an agenda.
I'm
I
saying,
got.
like,
I got a
like-
wing. I got a wiener. You got an
oh
agenda.
my gosh! So when we come in here and start the show, we have no idea what we're going to talk about or do or say or you know. And
Well,
we're just
the
talking,
people make the
you know.
show. The people
Yes.
make the show.
So it's not
and,
really a show to me. We're just hanging out with you, everybody. So
No,
Yeah,
Pookie's
on
going to the
Tuesday.
movies. You go to the movies, Pookie.
on
Let
Friday,
me tell you. Yeah, if she can listen, any chance
what are you going to see, Pookie?
that Pookie can get out and get her some life, you get away from this YouTube and go out and have. I don't have an agenda. I told you I have a wiener. God, Pookie, I'm a boy.
Speaking of that, we got to go.
Yeah, I need
Your-
a drink,
Your
sunshine.
agenda.
I'm thirsty. What? Are you? One more time, I gotta show my PV 100.
Oh, Vault.
And listen, was it gonna be 1,000 or 100?
I've been very patient.
Yeah. Okay. Just look, cause J Dub hadn't seen it. J Dub, look at the PV 100.
Hey, Valerie.
I made it out of a bunch of parts.
Valerie said she just woke up.
Nerd. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at the new keys on it and stuff. Oh my God. Oh, it's so nice. So awesome. The PV 100. So 2 songs off the last album came off this. You know what'd be cool, Sunshine?
What?
If I cut a few albums on this and then gave it away to Mick Jagger.
Okay, well, I am gonna go. But
Okay, we're
you-
gonna
you
go.
You can hang out if you want to.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm gonna wrap it up. Tell everybody goodbye.
Well, I mean, because you're still talking, so. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
I gotta have a drink too. And we got we got the Friday show. Big guest. I'm going to try to get the Apocalypse done. Sunshine has the Monday show. What times are you on Monday, Sunshine?
Well, it's Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time.
12 to 3.
12 to 3. And Sunshine, what do you have on your show? What could we be looking forward to seeing on your show?
Lots of original music, some that you've never heard before. And we do our high-low segment. We have our useless knowledge corner segment, so you will get to learn a lot of useless knowledge that you'll never need, but you're going to work out your brain, and we're going to all learn stuff together, and because it's good to work out your brain. And we're all just going to hang out and have a good time.
Okie dokie. And then I will have my Saturday show, which is called Too Much Information, TMI. And I would like to invite everybody to not come to that. Because it is, I will say naughty no-no things for like 2 hours. And God knows I might sing awful or do something or do a musical or something. But it will not be anything geared toward being sane in any way. And I try to tell people it's probably not. Pookie says, and I troll your chat. I do not do. Massage girls, yeah. Massage girls on Saturday.
And I try to tell funny stories when I got them. Like I was spraying a wasp with de-icer. Was it yesterday? Yeah. I went to go open my car door, and there was this big giant wasp nest in this car I'm trying to sell. Inside the door, there's all these big old wasps all over it. And I was like, I couldn't find any wasp spray. And so I was like, okay, I grabbed some de-icer and some starting fluid. And I was like, well,
yeah,
we're going to try the de-icer first.
We're trying to be, we're trying to be, like, leave here, Sunshine. You just keep going on. Hey, I want to start a band with you, Caldwell. That would be great.
Well, the de-icer worked great for killing wasps. So, but don't try that at home. There you go.
Okay, well, I've been trying to leave now for 47 minutes, and you just won't quit.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you for being here. We love you. Mwah.
Good night, everybody.